Hiya guys, I'm just having a look at all these spells. There's some really cool summons here. So I'm having a look at the Dremora summons. So we've got the Pit Fighter gains 25% extra damage for each nearby enemy, but other stuff like this, Conjure Dremora Mentor for 249 seconds. It does not fight but offers training in the chosen school, and the school improves 20% faster. That sounds really cool. But the Dremora Lord as well, Dremora Churl, or a champion. This is the one that sounds interesting. Summons a Dremora champion. Its power attacks deal bonus damage and knock targets airborne. Shall we go Dremora nuts here? Let's get the champion and also the mentor.
All right then.
I'm sure you won't mind because you are a conjurer after my own heart, dude. I'm going to try some of these spells here. So this is all Apocalypse magic of Skyrim, in case you guys are wondering. It's kind of awesome spells and things. Conjuration. I just want to see how he kind of stacks up against the one that I've been using. I think, excuse me, the champion is going to be a lot more powerful. Yeah, for sure. So the Pit Fighter costs 72 to summon. That is what I've been using, isn't it? Let's check. Yeah, the Pit Fighter, and that seems really powerful already to me. So this guy, these guys are going to be really cool. Yeah, Conjuration. So let's put the champion will... Pit Fighter is going to cost a little bit less though, doesn't it? Maybe I could keep Pit Fighters ready, but the Dremora Mentor, let's see what he looks like.
Oh, I do not approve at all.
Really? But this is your chosen school of magic, dude. Just doing what comes naturally. Oh god. Conjure Witch Mentor. Conjuration. Yeah. Oh, look at this guy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Conjuration. Let's train. Cost too much. But he's a master, so if I get some extra gold, I can train with him if I want to. And then let's keep the Pit Fighter on number 4, and our really powerful new one, Dremora Champion, on number 5, and the Revenant on number 6, and Revenant on number 6. You see, I have to keep the torch there because that's how I... You know what? Let's just do... I never get into hand-to-hand combat, so let's put the bound bow on number 1. And we can get rid of the bound sword, because I never use it. And it befits my character that I would not have that on. And that frees up a lot more stuff here to just mess around with spells. So bound bow. Get rid of the torch probably. Bound bow, and then my sparks on number 2. It's long stride. Long stride was just that fast alteration thing that was a load of rubbish, so I'll take that off. Going a lot more kind of lean and mean here. Get rid of the torch on number 2, and then the Dremora Champion on 3, Pit Fighter on 3, Dremora Champion on 4, Revenant on 5, Sparks on Sparks are to number 2. Iron Flesh is 7 and 8 fast healing. I've got one free there. It's annoying, I know, but I like to have all this stuff sorted out. And let's summon the Dremora Pit Fighter. That's the Pit Fighter. This is the champion. Let's see. Oh my god, he's wearing dragon armor. Holy crap. Powerful. But we do need the torch on something. Let's put it on number 6. There. Magic weapon. You're going to hit them, knock them up in the air. Shit. Shit. Torch is very powerful, very useful actually, so let's not get rid of that. Yeah, what was I going to do? I was going to steal into the Mage's quarters. That. Here we go. But why did I appear here? Strange. Yeah, but as you can see, when I was playing through here with my illusionist Napyet, there were some mage's robes, and that's good for me to know because take some gold. That must be Morrow loot because in the base game they're not there. I haven't got Morrow loot on here, but there were some decent boots here that I could steal without this idiot seeing me. Oh, he follows me around. Dremora Mentor. I wonder if I can. I have enough to summon 2 of those champions. I do. Yeah. All right. I have 2 of those at a time, and the next bit I want to do a lot of figuring out here. Let's just disenchant this stupid sword. And then I'll figure out what I'm going to do. I feel like I might be powerful enough to go to Solstheim at this point, which was the point of starting this character. Napsticks, wasn't it? So it might be a good time to now head to Solstheim now that we've come to this place. We've got lots of skills and level ups. We are much more powerful. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that because I started off wanting to do the Dragonborn DLC and retreated, and now it's time to go back, pick up where we left off in that little aborted vanilla playthrough. But it was also useful for kind of just getting used to streaming and recording in this new way. Sometimes I'm not streaming, but just recording live, unedited, unfiltered commentary. I feel like I've learned how to do that. Plus Sword of Summoning. Those are the cool boots. Increase shock resistance. So I'm going to wear those. Major Ring of Health, I'm not going to take that off because whatever I get in its place is probably not going to be strong enough. So let's just put the apparel on. These were the boots. Increase shock resistance. So it's better than nothing, isn't it? We could get rid of these boots. I'll put these boots in the barrel. For anyone who happens by, there are boots for you. Don't say I never do anything for you, guys. Sarthal Amulet. Amulet of Arcane. 3% less to cast. It's so minor. Can I not disenchant the Sarthal amulet? Disenchant. No, you can't. Can't disenchant the amulet, but I think I'm going to put it on anyway because it's better than the health. Who cares about my health? I stay away from combat most of the time. Come on, dudes. Right, let's go to Solstein. We'll travel back to Solstein. Because I don't have any more money to spend on summons and stuff. $1,141. Gold, an alteration is 53. That's iron skin. I've already got that. So let's do it now. Level 23. Level 23. Might still be quite low. We are on legendary, but bear in mind these guys. There's nothing to be sniffed at. There's basically an average battle is going to be fought by 6, 7, including me. Companions and stuff, so we can do that. Let's fast travel to Solstein. See how we go. Dunmere of Morrowind, construct chitin armor.
Captain Gallen does the business around here. I'm just a shipsman. Captain Gallen does the business around here. I'm just a shipsman. The Northern Maiden is ship-shape and ready.
This has been a long journey, and now I am ready for adventuring. So, Dragonborn. Reach the Temple of Mirak. Where is the Temple of Mirak? That's where we need to go. Talk to all these guys.
We'd be digging our houses out from beneath the ash by now. If you're looking for work, the mine's been closed for a long time.
Is this the mine? This is the temple. Can we go inside and just have a wander around? We've had a quick look at the inn. Didn't seem to be anything major in the inn. I come in here last time? Oh, it's like a blast from the past, Morrowind. Yeah, we did come in here last time. Had a look at it. Shrine of Azura. Can't remember what the Blessing of Azura is, but never mind. Temple of Nafala. Boethia. They're all temporary anyway. It's not like the standing stones, is it? 20% flat increase. Just listening to the music there. I turn it up just a little bit at the risk of drowning out my voice. I want to hear the music. If it's too loud in combat, I'll turn it down.
So, this is Ravenlock.
This is Ravenlock. Sometimes I like to completely stop what I'm doing and listen. Lovely. Sorry.
If you're looking for passage to Vardenfell. You lost?
Just see if any of these guys can give us any quests or anything. I had a cursory look last time. Somebody's chambers. Don't want to go. I don't want to go getting in trouble with the law in a new town straight away. Very silly. Ancestral Tomb. One of these is the barracks. Ulen Ancestral Tomb. Glorious house. Where was the tavern? This looks like the blacksmith. Everyone's asleep, I think. Everyone's gone to bed. Farm. Claw's house.
Stand aside.
This is the retching netch. Just very quickly have a word with people in here.
You got a problem, you talk to him.
We'll do. Slitter. Hi, Slitter.
Mogul doesn't lend coin to outlanders. Look somewhere else.
Ogrel.
I'll give you this warning only once. Stay out of my way, and we'll do just fine.
Well, Mogrel, can you tell me anything about this Mirak
wait.
guy?
I recognize the name, but I'm not sure why.
It's messing with everyone's minds. Tell me whatever you can.
I don't know. I feel strange just thinking about it. A temple, maybe. Here on the island, something about a temple.
They're trying to build something outside near the shoreline.
Blade for hire. If you have the coin, I'm at your service.
You looking for trouble? Stay out of my way.
I would really like to
The
try.
best dog pass up. It looks like you already have someone with you. If you
Lydia,
want me to join, you'll have to
While
part
I'm
ways.
out exploring,
Right behind you.
I need you to do something.
All right. What is it? What do you need?
Wait there.
Okay, got it.
How do I
Welcome to
dismiss?
the Retching Net's Corner.
How do I
Lord.
dismiss a companion in the vanilla game? Time for us to part ways. Need to trade some things.
How
Let's
can I
just see what
serve you,
she's
my
got, in case got anything good. Nah. It's time for us to part ways.
I'll head back home if you need me.
And let's try this guy because I've never had him as a companion before.
Eldrin Cerro, blade for hire. Then let's be off.
See what he does. Need to trade some things with you.
If
What
it'll help
weapons
us
have you
get
got?
moving quicker.
He looks like a cool guy. It reminds me of someone from like Final Fantasy or something with the goggles on. Elven sword, elven dagger. Awesome armory to wear. It's like a fighter. He's got swords and a dagger.
Right behind you.
And Trabos Relvi.
We have all sorts
Do you
of
know
weapons.
Mirak?
Did I know someone by that name?
I've spent enough
Someone.
time on Soul Star.
Someone that wanted something.
What did he want, eh?
Maybe I'm just confused. I can't be sure.
Alright.
Safe travels. I work for Mogul.
Let's just talk to the innkeeper and see if
Talk to
he's heard any rumours or he knows anything that's going on.
Welcome to the Retching Netch, Outlander. What can I get you?
Inn has an unusual name, sir.
There's actually a funny story behind the name, friend.
You're not going to tell me,
A
are you?
few years ago,
Oh.
I was walking down by the docks, and I noticed a Dunmer staggering along with a bottle of Sujamma in hand. He was one of my patrons, and liked to drink heavily, so I wasn't exactly surprised.
To be expected. It's usual with your patrons. Doesn't sound so unusual at all.
But you see, this particular Dunmer was as naked as the day he was born, and singing badly at the top of his lungs.
Okay.
As I'm watching this spectacle, a netch floats over the bulwark towards him. The man looks straight up at the netch, yells, "Have a drink!" and tosses the bottle. And it never hit the ground.
What did the netch do?
Well, the bottle broke on the netch, and it must have swallowed its contents because it started floating sort of tilted. Finally, it stopped and began to quiver. A few moments later, the foulest liquid to ever assail your nostrils spewed from its maw. I've seen plenty of drunks in me day, and I'll tell you right now, that netch was sick.
Now I get it.
True story, friend. True story.
That was a good story. Heard any rumours? Really? Strange rumours coming out of southern Skyrim from around Helgen. Oh great, I got the alternate start rumour. So nothing specific to
Come back anytime.
Solstein.
My door's always open.
And it's nice actually for once not having to sleep here. Let's just have a look at this guy. He's very cool. I love your armour, sir. Very good. Come on then, Cerro. Solstein. 3:37 a.m. I would like to talk to some people who are kind of more in a position of authority in this town to kind of understand what this town is all about a little bit. Vane Manor. See if this one's open. Yeah. Wait a little bit longer to. No one's got an excuse for not being where they should be. It's a 2. See if anyone to situ in Morvain Manor now. Ah, you look like...
As the wife to the second councillor of Ravenrock, it would be my pleasure to help you any way that I can.
As wife? Okay, so that's the wife of...
I'm hearing that the council will be staying in Blacklight permanently.
Well, of course. Now that they're under House Veteran's protection, why would they want to go back to Mornville?
My thoughts exactly, my friend.
Taking it all in
Anytime
and
you
soaking
wanna
in the
hit
story.
Skyrim, I'm right with you. I've spent enough time on Solstein to last a life.
Not right now, I'm talking to this guy. He's an important dude.
On behalf of House Redorin and as Councillor of Ravenrock, I bid you welcome.
Hello, Councillor. You rule all what? All of Solstein?
Solstein is theoretically under my rule, but without revenue from the mine, I lack the resources to actually govern anything but Ravenrock itself.
Okay.
Not that there's much beyond the confines of our town anyway.
Ravenrock, the only settlement on the island?
Well, there's a small enclave of Nords to the north in Scar Village. They pretty much keep to themselves, and we both like it that way. Then there's Tel Mithrin to the east. The Telvanni live out there. Sort of a strange lot. But since we're both from Morrowind, we get along. Other than that, Solstheim is crawling with bandits and weaklings. But that's to be expected living in a frontier like this.
Yes, indeed. And how did you get stuck on this frontier, I wonder? What is House Redoran?
You've never heard of House Redorin? We're the mightiest of the great houses, and we lead the council, the ruling body of Morrowind.
Can't you? No Jarl.
This isn't Skyrim, Outlander. A group of powerful and influential Dunmer families have been ruling Morrowind for millennia. They embody a council made up of 5 great houses: Telvanni, Dres, Indoril, Sadras, and Redorin.
Yeah. You said Redoran leads the council.
Well, of course. With 4 other houses on the council, someone has to keep the rabble organized. Our house leads the council by virtue of our preeminence in battle, wisdom, and ancestral glory.
Sounds like you're a little bit biased. Sounds rather complicated.
Yes, I imagine it would to someone not of our people. If you're interested in pursuing the subject, help yourself to any of the historical volumes in my library.
I don't think I'll be doing that, but what happened to the mine?
It used to be one of the richest ebony mines in Morrowind, but it dried out years ago.
Do you say ebony?
Now, we're barely holding out here. Without the mine, Ravenrock doesn't feel like it can last much longer.
You know someone called Mirage.
Do I? What a strange thing. It sounds so familiar, and yet I cannot place the name.
It's an intriguing idea, isn't it? It's done something to everyone's minds. Can you tell me anything about him?
I'm not even sure. I can picture a temple here on Solstein. Must have been a bad dream. My doors are open if you wish to discuss
We all
matters.
owe him our lives. Am I to suddenly turn my back?
I'm sorry, my love. It's this island. It's never felt the same since we left Vardenfell. It's as though part of me is missing.
Every Dunmer left a piece of themselves behind when they departed our home.
Bloody
All we can
skeleton.
do is make
Stop
the
it
most
now.
of what we have.
Silly bit.
As the wife to the second councillor of Ravenrock,
What's
it would
happened?
be my pleasure to
Your
help you
visit
any
here
way
would be tolerated.
You know who Mirage is?
I'm unsure. I don't think so. I'm not... The name has something to do with the...
Earthstone, I think. But I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
What? Let's talk to your
Remember,
wife. She seems to
we are
have more about her than you, sir.
You look able to venture outside of town. Perhaps you could help me recover something precious that was lost.
Finally, a side quest. You mentioned that you lost some.
A few months ago, I had sent an important folio to the first edition bookshop in the Imperial City to be rebound.
As one
They
does.
sent it back to me recently, but it never arrived.
Was it aboard a ship's, perchance?
Yes, the Strident Squall, or something like that.
It's run aground.
The damn thing sunk right off the coast of Solstheim. Can you imagine?
No. How do you know?
One of the sailors survived. Poor thing crawled all the way to Raven Rock on his hands and knees. Before he died, he told the Redoran Guard about the wreck and warned us that it was going to be crawling with reavers.
Reavers, you say? I'll see if I can find the book for you. I'll see if I can find the book for you.
Thank you. You have no idea how much it hurts losing such a precious heirloom. My husband is second counselor. So
find the book for this lady. Do you know Mirak?
Why does that sound so
Forget that.
familiar?
Where did you hear the name?
I don't know. It almost
Basically, everyone's
Admiral
befuddled.
Arano. Second. How I hate that title.
Damn fool's going to get himself
He's
killed.
going to get himself.
You worry
He's
much.
in grave danger, and yet when I fall asleep at night, this island was never meant for us.
Much
There's
death.
too much
Perhaps
death.
you should return tomorrow.
I
with
assure
them.
you, if I could convince Admiral to do that, I'd be on the neck. Unfortunately, Admiral and Councillor Morvain are very close friends, and they will never abandon one another. I'm the wife of a second councillor, and the most important thing is that I stand by Admiral no matter how I feel. And I intend to do that until we get off this miserable rock.
Well, fair enough, but where are you from originally? Why is he in so much danger?
Admiral and I lived in Blacklight,
Hope you don't
the
run into
capital
any
city of
ash
Morrowind. House Redoran has improved Blacklight substantially over the last 1,000 years.
Since you last played
Its
Morrowind.
grandeur rivals that of Mournhold itself.
Ah.
The root spire, where the council of great houses meet, is something to behold.
Sounds like quite a sight.
I haven't seen the city in over 50 years. Even for a Dunmer, that seems like an eternity. Regardless, I hope to return there someday, which doesn't seem likely given my husband's commitment to Councillor Morvain.
I wondered if they were going to have some more machinations where I'm supposed to drive a wedge between the councillor and her husband so that they can get away, but appear not. They just live upstairs. I'm curious. Morvain Manor Chambers. I thought it would be locked. Curious. Very curious. What's in here? East Empire Company. Strongbox. Those things. It's for healing. East Empire Pendant. You never know. Might come in handy. Somebody's office here. Bony armour. No use really, because I don't know any fences in Solstheim. House Redoran. While I appreciate the urgency of the situation on Solstheim, I'm afraid that I can't approve the request for supplies and funds at this time. This is nothing personal. Your island is one of 74 outlying settlements of Morrowind. House Redoran must rank these outposts in terms of economic and strategic importance. Solstheim is very low on the list of priorities. Admiral's survey results. Below are the results of the survey. The bulwark needs extensive repair. Ash is beginning to seep through the cracks inside the barracks and weakened structure. Repairs to the docks have been completed. We can accommodate 2 ships at once. We've lost a total of 26 Redoran Guard in the last 2 years. 26! Seen 10 replacements in the last 5. There's no improvement in the condition of the water around the island while there are fish still present. There are nowhere near enough to sustain us as a fishing town. As you can see, we are in desperate need. Right, so they just don't have resources or anything to maintain the town or improve the town. lots of extra reading here that I could do, but maybe I'll do that on my downtime. Ravenrot, the history of Ravenrot. Really, read those books, learn things. Or I could visit the mine itself. Just in case people didn't watch the original vanilla Skyrim start to this, where I visited Solstheim and then ran away. I'll just show you where this temple is, that they're kind of building, but no one knows why and they're unaware of it. It's really intriguing. Oh, it's the mountain with the ash still coming from the volcano. Shit. These guys, look. What are you building?
And when the world shall see.
Very strange.
When the world remembers.
Oh my God. What are these people doing?
Building something, clearly. And yet they don't seem to have much to say about it. I'm very interested to find out what happens when they finish.
I am as well. Wouldn't they stop them? Have you tried to stop this?
Certainly not. Doing so would interfere with whatever is going on, and I would be unable to see how this all turns out.
So he must be befuddling their minds so they don't investigate too closely. What can you tell me about that?
The city of Vivek was destroyed. It took decades for us to rebuild. We are still but a shadow of our glorious past, but someday we will rise again.
Yes, indeed.
That's that, then.
That we might remember.
That we might remember. This is like the Giant's Causeway in Ireland. Yeah. So all kinds of mysterious things happening. This side quest, locate Sindara's folio from the wreck of the Strident Squall. Where's that? Oh, I love this piece of music. I love it. I love it.
By night, we reclaim.
Why doesn't that show up there? Turn that off. Let's try this. Is it? Did I misunderstand? Is it back on the outskirts of Skyrim, maybe? Temple of Mirage. Right, just before I do, I just want to go and investigate the mine.
What by day was stolen.
And see if there's anything I can do about that. Help in any way. Nice to be back on the outskirts of Morrowind after all this time. Where shall I put my drink? Put my drink there. This is the mine. Hi, Garin.
Welcome to Ravenrock, traveller. Could I interest you in any fine ash-grown foods?
Ash-grown? What's that?
The Dunmer have been growing food in the ashlands for thousands of years. It was born out of the necessity to survive in the harsh climate of our homeland.
Interesting.
And now, with the constant eruptions of the Red Mountain, it's more important than ever.
Is magic involved?
No, only the Telvanni have the ability to weave living growth from the ash. This simply takes the right ingredients, the right tools, and a lot of patience.
What you give me for
If
these?
the quality's right, I'll take those off your hands.
What will
Let me
you
take
buy?
a look.
Will you buy from me? Briarheart. He won't buy any of my stolen goods. I thought he might for a second because of the way that was phrased, but apparently not.
Next time you're hungry, stop by. I always have plenty
My
of
husband
food.
Vendel feared visitors would shun Raven Rock. I'm glad to see he was mistaken.
Well, I wouldn't expect
My
too
wife
many
and I are
visitors.
doing the best we
Miserable.
can to keep Raven
Just
Rock
miserable. Oh, I hate this place.
Don't you like it?
Don't like it. I hate it. Every day it's the same thing. We open the shop, we hardly sell a thing, we close the shop and go to sleep. What kind of a life is that? Keep your...
Oh.
This island's nothing but a pile of... Don't like it.
Let's just continue
Every
that
day.
line
what
of questioning.
What kind of a life is that?
Why not return tomorrow,
Believe me,
Inday?
I'd be on the first ship off this miserable island if I could. But I'm not sure I could do that to my father. I think it would break his heart. We've already lost my mother. I don't want to leave him alone.
How did your mother
We lived in
die?
a settlement, perhaps a league from the border of Black Marsh, the homeland of the Argonians.
Yeah, I know.
Even
Me.
though the Argonian invasion ended a long time ago, there are still a few scale-skinned clans that live within our borders. To put it simply, they attacked our settlement and slaughtered almost everyone.
Oh, horrible. I
It
would
was
never do
horrible.
such a thing, and I condemn those who did. Well, you know Mirak.
I think so, but I'm not sure where. I don't know why.
Temple on the
I'm
island somewhere,
thinking
fair
about a
enough.
temple
I know why
here on the
you're...
island.
That's Adril.
Get the
Maybe it was
Your
just a
visit
bad
here
dream.
Just having a wander around
Establish a
outside.
party by our
Stay that way.
Mogrel.
I'll give you this warning only once.
I work
Stay out of my way.
Miller.
It'll
For
run
any
just
potions,
fine.
ingredients, alchemical supplies.
Exotic ingredients. Selling quite a few exotic
I
ingredients.
don't think so.
Okay.
Sounds
I've
like
sworn to
a
keep
So we've got
Councillor
some-
Morvain safe, and I
Alchemy supplies there, an abandoned building. And what's this? Severin Manor. Could have a chat with some more people here.
Can I help you?
Severin Manor. Mira. Miri Severin.
It gets lonely out here, you know, on this remote island.
Vendel Severin. A pleasure to meet you, Severin.
Let's see if we've got any dialogue other than do you know about Mirak with anyone.
I'm worried. I think she knows.
He's jealous. Can't say that, right?
Take leave of your senses. We could be exposed, ruined. 10 years of planning, all for nothing.
It's your choice, Father. Anytime you want to end it, you just give the word.
Something going on here, something underhanded. Training dummies down here. What do they need to train in combat for, I wonder? God, these guys are serious. Oh! Oh! Mannequin. Ah! This can be... Looks like this is a house for you to purchase at some point. Severin, let's see if we get any dialogue options with them now that we've heard that that NPC dialogue.
Oh, hello. That's not someone who lives in Raven Rock, I don't think. But it sounds...
Is he anywhere else?
Maybe. I can't help but think of some sort of temple on the island. Why would
We need to...
Don't
Do
say
I?
that.
No, I'm sure of that. And yet, I think I had a dream of a temple, and he was there.
What's there? Right, so this is going to be a long episode, I think. We're already up to 50 minutes, so I'll just have a look in this abandoned building and then find out where the mine is. By far stone. Stairs here.
Anytime you want to head for Skyrim, I'm welcome. I've spent enough time on Soul Star last time.
Nothing really. Can't see anything of interest in here. Maybe it's of some significance to someone in the town. I think I know where the. I think I've spotted the mine from a distance.
Looking for any potions, ingredients, alchemical supplies?
I work for Mokul.
Who are
You've
you?
got a problem.
Want to buy anything? Or just laugh at our misfortunes?
Our sales that bad. Do you spell special mining gear?
Mining gear? No. However, I used to sell East Empire pendants until I ran out of them. Popular little item.
What's an East End?
It's
I've
an
got one.
amulet that was made exclusively for the... They gave them to their workers as an incentive at one point. A kind of... They're no longer being made, so they've become a collectible. I'd love to get my hands on a few of them.
I'll sell you some of mine. Give East Empire pendant.
Well, well. Seems you're proving... Here's your coin. Keep bringing me more.
Alright.
I'll keep paying
Okay.
you for them.
Fetch quests. It's good. How much? 500 gold. Not to sniff at. Sales that bad?
Bad? What if I told you that you're the first person that's even considered looking at my wares today?
Really?
I've half a mind to contact my friends at the East Empire Company and see if they need an extra hand in Windhelm.
I'd do it because this place is on its uppers. You have friends at the East Empire Company?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, I've corresponded with Vittoria Vici herself more than once. You know, the lady who runs the East Empire Company warehouse in Solitude. The biggest warehouse they have in Skyrim.
Okay.
Ah, you're just like the rest of the folks around here. Mark my words. The East Empire Company
I thought
will
he was
return
going to give me a
Ravenloft.
quest.
And when they do,
Something for the
I'll
East
be at the
Empire
top of
Company.
their list.
What exactly do you
The
sell?
question you should be asking is, what don't I sell here? Because I have pretty much any supplies you might need. If it's not a weapon, potion, or armor, then it's likely that I haven't. Jarland over at the docks brings me most of my supplies, and the rest comes from bartering with the people in town. Oh,
Yeah,
Glover
okay.
Mallory gets
Glover
me a
Mallory.
few things once in a while. He usually has the most amazing deals that I can't pass up.
Right, well, I'm getting a much better sense
East Empire pendants
of the
are scattered all
town.
over.
We've got to take time and do that when something's new.
Want to buy anything?
This
Or
is
just
the...
laugh?
I imagine this is the mine. Ravenrock Mine. I don't have a pickaxe, so I can't mine any ebony ingots. Hello? East Empire Company is really not helping this place at all. It's not
Lucius,
doing its
last time
job.
you explored the mine, you almost fell to your death. I'm not spending the rest of my days as a widow.
I'm telling you that I'll do whatever it takes to find my great-grandfather's bones. He's down here. I can feel it.
Yeah.
It was almost 2 centuries ago. There may be nothing left to find.
Just let me go, woman.
Precious, you're an obstinate old fool, and you're going to get yourself killed.
Do as she says. I don't think you can... well, don't judge a book
Who
by
in
its
the blazes
cover.
are you? Can't you see I'm busy?
Talk to you first,
Apologies
Althea.
for Precius's ravings.
What are you arguing?
Foolish old man thinks he's 30 years younger than he is. He's going to get himself killed traipsing around the mine.
Why is he exploring the
Convinced
mine?
himself that there's some sort of conspiracy involving the East Empire Company and the mine's closure. We came across some old letters that belonged
Curious.
to his great-grandfather in our
Curious.
house, and he believes every word written in them.
What did the letters say?
Precius's great-grandfather worked for the East Empire Company. The letters mention some sort of discovery he was sent to investigate. There's really nothing remarkable in the letters. I don't know what he's so excited about. Gratian Corellius. He was an explorer for the East Empire.
Should I know that name? I don't
They'd
think
sent
I
him
do.
all over Tamriel when they had difficulties in a mining operation. Man, can you imagine doing all that dangerous work just to end up dying at your own doorstep?
What happened to
It was
you?
a horrible accident, and he was killed when one of the tunnels collapsed. They were never even able to go down there and recover the body.
The East Empire Company sealed that section off to prevent any more tragedies.
It sounds like you need someone
Precious
to
is
dungeoneer to
convinced
go
it's a
down
story
into the
cooked up
dungeon
by
and
the company to cover
unlock
up
that
something
place.
else. But I don't know.
Anyone like that around here?
My beloved is almost 80 years old, and I think the shock of finding one of his ancestors' things has left his mind a bit confused.
Oh, it's like
I love him dearly, and I support
Aragorn and
everything
Eowyn.
he does. But I can't let him chase this silly idea, or he may end up joining Gratian in a rocky grave.
Aragorn and Galadriel. Aragorn and that elf woman. Do you know someone called Mirag? How did you... Gracious, I don't care how you met him. She can train me in restoration magic though. That's good to know. Gracious, busy doing
Why
what?
should I tell you? I don't even know who you are.
Perhaps I could help.
Maybe. Been difficult trusting. But mark my words, these mines hold a secret that could put Raven Rock back on the map.
I can do that. What sort of secret would be hidden here?
A secret the East Empire Company swept under the rug 2 centuries ago. It killed my great-grandfather and left Raven Rock with a worthless and tainted mine.
Some kind of ghostly apparition. Who was your great-grandfather? East Empire. Okay.
Gratian Kyrelius. He spent his entire life exploring ancient ruins across Tamriel. And he died
in these very mines almost 200 years. How did he die, sir?
The East Empire Company called it a terrible accident, claiming that he was lost in the rock.
Investigate it. What's your proof?
My wife and I were cleaning out our home, and we came across some of my great-grandfather's things locked in an old chest. I found an unsent letter he'd written to the East Empire Company.
And a key. What did the letter say?
It describes a discovery that was made in the mine by some of the diggers. They wanted Gratian to take a closer look.
He did?
The East Empire Company must have felt it was of great value, as they locked that section of the mine off from everyone else.
The key is to the locked section.
It is. Well, I assume it is. I haven't been able to find the entrance.
This is hardly proof of anything, I admit. This does sound suspicious.
Finally, someone who believes me.
Yes.
I'm telling you, there's something big down there. Something that the East Empire Company wanted to hide from everyone.
Why are you telling me all of this?
My wife nags that I'm too old to go 2 times my enemy.
Oh, so I'll do it.
I want to know what happened. Gratian kept a journal of notes about his discoveries. If you can, here's everything I have. The letter, the key. Please, do this for me, so I can finally regain the respect that I've lost.
Okay. Are you arguing? Right.
Be careful down there. Mine can be treacherous.
Just have a quick read of the notes, see what it says. Gratian's letter. We'd appreciate if you could help us with a situation we've encountered in Raven Rock. It seems that the miners stumbled across some sort of ruins under the surface near Shaft 3. We need your expertise to take a look. Shaft 3. Okay. Right, so I'm going to do that next time. Ready for a quest number 1 in Solstheim.
I'll never understand.
Bit of a longer episode this one, guys, while I explore this new and unfamiliar place. Hope it's not too repetitious if you've done this before, and I hope you've enjoyed exploring it with me. I will see you in the next episode. Do like and share the video as always, and I will see you next time. Bye, 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 bye.
Lulu.